Good afternoon, everyone. This is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Penn. Quick weather update this afternoon. Kind of an interesting setup we have going on this afternoon. Most of you are going to have a beautiful afternoon, and I'll be honest with you. On June 20th, we're approaching the summer solstice tonight, the longest day of the year today and tomorrow. We actually have some pretty, I would call, coolish to mildish weather for this time of year. You can see the current temperature in Charlotte is 77 degrees. We've got mostly sunny skies, except for these clouds west of I-85. It's kind of an interesting little setup here. What appears to be going on in this region right in here is we've got a little bit of an upslope flow. And what that means is the winds are coming out of the northeast. So they're pushing a little bit of moisture up against the mountains, and it's getting trapped there. And it's producing some clouds and a little bit of moisture pooling, we call it. I'm going to show you the dew points. The reason I like this 77 is because when you look at the dew point temperature, the dew points have been hovering in the low 60s. They're kind of shot up a little bit here recently. But when you look in eastern North Carolina, notice out in here, dew points are in the 50s and low 60s. That air is trying to advect this way, but right along the Blue Ridge, pretty much along I-85, we've got dew points in the 60s. So what's happening, all the moisture is getting pushed up against the mountains and essentially getting trapped there right now. So that's not allowing for the moisture to kind of weed itself out. But with the heating of the day, mixing up the atmosphere, we call the mixed layer getting larger, this should allow for a lot of that humidity and dew points to kind of mix out. Stalled front to the north, you can see it right there. This is going to become a weak area of low pressure, coastal trough. The models are kind of torn on how that happens. I think this thing is going to hover there and linger and kind of fester for a couple of days. And when we look at the model data, this is the NAM4. Notice what's going on the coast. We're going to go out this afternoon. You see a few showers trying to pop up in the mountains, and this certainly would not be out of the realm of possibility this afternoon to see a kind of mountains because of that upslope flow. Remember, the flow is going like this, and that gets pushed up into the mountains, which can help produce some rain. But I'm really worried about what's going on the coast. So if we go out into the future here, you see your mountain storms really dying off quickly. Watch what happens to this stalled front near the coast. It kind of backs up a little bit, and a weak area of low pressure tries to form in the low country of South Carolina and come north on Saturday. And you notice the increasing clouds and moisture which come up here. This is Saturday afternoon, so you see this big cluster of showers here. So while I don't think we're going to see heavy rain this weekend, we certainly could see some clouds and some showers, which could really play havoc with the forecast temperatures going into the weekend. I'm keeping an eye on that because we have what we call the perigee moon or the supermoon this weekend, which is the biggest full moon of the year, and clouds would definitely obscure your visibility of it. Also today, I posted this earlier. Today is the longest day of the year here in Charlotte. Sunrise at 6:09, sunset 8:41. The length of daylight today is 14 hours, 31 minutes, and 15 seconds. And this is the peak sun angle we get all year. The interesting thing people forget sometimes, the sun is never directly straight up in the sky unless you live in the tropics, between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. That's the only part of the world where the sun ever gets to 90 degrees, and in some locations it goes above 90 degrees in the sky. For us, the highest sun angle all year is right now at 78.4 degrees. Tomorrow will be a long day as well. And remember, the summer solstice is tomorrow morning at 1:04 in the morning. So actually some pretty nice weather for the longest days of the year and the summer solstice. Enjoy it because next week the heat, humidity, and the storms return. Hope you have a great Thursday, and I'll see you today starting at 4 on NBC Charlotte.